Grape, trafficking, and shenanigans with a 15-year-old girl. Disgusting. These are some of the new charges leveled against the Tate brothers.
Prosecutors in Romania have filed formal charges against the controversial influencer Andrew Tate, his brother Tristan, and 2 Romanian associates. The charges include human and forming an organised crime group, as well as illegally accessing a computer system and violence against one of the alleged victims.
So pick your cup up and get ready to grow from the drama and learn from the chaos. The High Court arrested the controversial brothers Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate again on the 21st of August 2024 on new charges that allege that a 17-year-old victim was misled, housed in various locations in Romania and the UK. It is claimed that she was forced to perform lewd acts and that corn videos of her were recorded and disseminated.
Yeah, that's crazy, because I don't understand what you'd be doing with a 17-year-old.
If somebody is 17, that's like really close to 18. Yeah? And if you have a proclivity for liking young girls, I don't think you can distinguish between 17 and 18. I think those type of girls look the same to you.
I think it's extremely weird, that people go on Pornhub and that what you would want to see is teen my dad's best friend.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I make no apologies about saying it's weird. It's weird, bro. I think if that's the content that you're looking for, you're not trying to distinguish between 18 and 19-year-olds.
To make things worse, the prosecution has claimed that one of the defendants had relations with a 15-year-old from December 2020.
That is crazy.
This would have put Andrew at around 34 years old and Tristan about 32. I do want to be clear that it is
alleged.
The proximity around young girls is just a strange thing to me, yeah? In the UK, the age of consent is 16. But that doesn't mean that if a 30-year-old is walking around with a 60-year-old, everyone in the country goes, well, they're following the law. So, even in England, if a 30-year-old is waltzing around with a 16 or 17-year-old...
Yeah, we got questions.
Yeah, people want... Yeah.
That was tragic, listening to that series of voice cracks.
So the statement doesn't name which brother the charge is related to in terms of the 15-year-old thing. But the prosecution has revealed that there are a total of 34 alleged victims who were in a state of vulnerability.
That's so many. 34.
Well, Andrew's been on camera saying, I had a massive operation. I had 74 women.
The first big money I ever made in my life, I first became a multimillionaire by running a webcam studio. So I had beautiful women sitting on computers talking to guys on webcams from all around the world. That's how I first made my money. And at one point, I had 75 women in 4 locations working for me, which was stressful and the wrong way to do it. I ended up removing my army and going to special forces of around 15 people.
It's also claimed that the Tates made $2.8 million or £2.1 million from the exploitation of their victims. Since their initial arrest in December, the Tate brothers have strenuously denied all of the allegations against them.
You mention the name Romania, anywhere in the world they'll say, Andrew Tate lives there, Andrew Tate lives there. I've done nothing but promote this country. I've done nothing but say fantastic things about Romania endlessly. And when I did this, people would say to me, if Romania is so nice, if it's so safe, it's so beautiful, why has it got such a bad reputation? And I said, well, there's probably a few bad actors, a few bad people who destroyed the entire reputation. Like the few fools at DCOT who just came along and told us that the mothers of our children are somehow human trafficked. I've been nice, I've been patient, I've played the game, I've respected the judiciary, I've gone to every appointment on time. But they bust in my house again. And now I've come along saying there's 35 victims. All 30 of those girls, 30 of them have statements in our defense. 30 saying we've done absolutely nothing wrong. Two more are the mothers of our children, and 2 more have never even been to Romania. They've never even been here. They just found random girls we knew in other countries and made them sign pieces of paper. This is a setup. It's absolutely disgusting. Fair play to that judge who saw through the and let us free. And also, one more thing. The media is complicit. All of you are. When they first threw us in jail, when they first put us in there, you're all running around saying human trafficker. None of you said, where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Where's the pictures? Where's the videos? None. 3 years later, they do the same and you're all sitting there going, human trafficking. I'm not a human trafficker, clearly. If you human traffic someone, there is evidence. This is a setup, it's a stitch up. The 3 prosecutors at default in my house, I said, why are you here? There's no case. They said, there's a case if we make one.
Dicot statement says, as a result of the home searches, the sums of approximately 26,000 euros, 5,800 Great British pounds, and 6,400 USD, 2 luxury watches, laptops, data storage units, documents, and other evidence were identified and
I was about to say,
seized.
them data storage units are going to get him in trouble.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
They want your data. That's exactly what they need.
You don't even need the data. Andrew Tate and
it.
Tristan don't know how to shut up.
Martinis, 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 bang, threesome. Slam them both. Your bottom bitch knows. This girl's like, okay, well, I'll try it. Put both girls on camera together the first day, so the new girl can sit there and just sit with the other girl and get drunk. Give them a bottle of vodka. Put on the fucking chatterbait. 100 tokens per shot. The guys will send loads of money to get the girls drunk, because guys like drunk girls. Girls will sit there, get drunk, have a great time. You say it's your new job now. You haven't go to work ever again. So I end up with all these chicks just stuck in their house, sitting there, bored, completely in love with me. And of course, they don't go out. They're not allowed out. I don't even have you. Forget this part. That's a distraction. My dick can stay in my pants. I'll just start at you. How about that? We walk in the bedroom. I start kicking your ass. No sex involved. Failure! I walked in there and said, listen, I've committed multiple felonies. Am I gonna go to jail? Well, probably. Well, then see ya! Bye! Why would I give you my money? You're useless! I went into some other man, that was a female. I went to a man's office, said I've committed multiple felonies.
There are things we can do. We could try this, we could try that.
No problem.
I make one call.
You don't go to jail.
There's no problem.
No problem.
We send somebody else to jail.
We send him. He is the new Andrew. He shave his head and he go. I'm like, all right, it's cool. That's the lawyer I want.
That's the lawyer I want.
Nobody wants, when you're talking to your legal clients, don't start talking Mr. Legal Schmiegel. Because you think you sound smart. Well, I went to law school and it says on page
We don't care about the law.
It says on page 48 of the Geek Bible that on the .214 that if I'm a nerd, and then Scott Adams called me. No one cares.
How can you help me?
How much
fix
does
my
it
problems?
cost to make this all go away?
Shut up.
Half of the reason that they're in this, and I don't mind it, because if this is all true, what they've said and what the documents and the evidence have found, then it's better that they snitched on themselves, because they would be a danger to women. Whether you're an Andrew Tate fan or not, surely you must understand that, like, if he is guilty of trafficking women and young women, and he has assaulted them whilst they have come to work for him, this is a dangerous man that needs to be behind bars.
Allegedly. The lawyer lady up there in the booth is telling me to say allegedly.
I'm not saying anything that should be controversial. This should be a really common sense thing.
It's like you break a crime, you should do the time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
There were also a list of luxury vehicles that were seized, and it is alleged that Andrew and Tristan bought the luxury cars in other people's names to hide their profits.
Oh, right. So you lot are traffickers allegedly, and the frauders.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. I'm calling from your credit card component.
If by some miracle of the brothers managed to escape conviction, the Bucharest Appeal Court has granted the British request to extradite them to the UK after their legal proceedings.
Will they be arrested in Romania or the UK?
I don't know, because if they're found guilty, then they're going to stand trial in England. And so if they're found guilty in England, I don't know what happens. If you're a lawyer and you know this type of stuff, let us know,
If not, Rivers. What's his name? Bruce Rivers.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Who is he?
Let us know, baby.
That's because 4 women have accused Andrew specifically, of grape and between 2013 and 2016, with some harrowing allegations that claim that Tate until blood vessels in their eyes burst.
What?
That woke me up. I was like, yo.
And that he hit them with a belt before repeatedly raping them.
No, that is dark. It's mad, because like I feel like because obviously I've seen Andrew Tate's reels and stuff like that. And I'm sure he talks about like Corn being like part of like a degenerate nation.
Oh, the fact you even need shows there's a problem with you as a man, because if you were the kind of man you could be, and I genuinely believe that any man can become anything, then you'd have unlimited sexual options and you would have no interest in that.
I feel a lot of disappointment between some of the videos that I saw of Andrew Tate and the revelation of the complete version of Andrew Tate. Because some of the things that I saw online, I might have issues with their delivery, but they were good for men.
I refuse to accept that there are people out there who cannot become happy, contented individuals. I refuse to accept we live in a world where God has created people who, no matter how hard they work and how good their life becomes, can't be happy. I don't accept that. I accept that the universe is a very giving place and that God loves all of us. And if you try your best and you work hard, you can become a better person. I'm telling the younger generation that if they don't get up and work hard and make sure that they're important, that the world's not going to give a shit about them.
Go and work and work hard at what you do. Yes, that is a good thing to tell young men. And so it was like, yeah, do that stuff, say that stuff, and empower guys. It's important to know that the CPS decided not to pursue a charge against Andrew in 2009, concluding that there was no prospect of conviction. This is like a really hard thing because rape charges are notoriously difficult to gain conviction. Yeah, and even when they gain conviction, they don't go away for as long as you would expect. Yeah, but let's leave that bit aside. Yeah, because ultimately, unless you're into like group stuff, it's one person and one person in a bedroom. It comes down to a Denzel thing.
That's a Denzel. What,
yeah?
Man on Fire?
That's if you don't strap up, brother.
Wow. So you gotta be recording the GB for them shots, baby.
No, but
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Because of that, it's nearly impossible to determine the truth. And it has unintended consequences because then you get men sent away that didn't do anything. And you get women who actually had stuff done to them, but they can't prove it.
Yeah.
And especially when you have things like, well, what were you wearing? What was your history? Are you a promiscuous person? These type of things. All of that stuff gets put on display.
Yeah, fair.
And then for guys, you're just big. Yeah, most of the time, if you take the average man and the average woman, most of the time, the guy's bigger than the woman. I don't know how to reform this. And I also don't want it to turn it into a bureaucracy. Can you imagine, you bring home a gal, everything's getting hot and steamy as you like it, and then you whip out a 5-page document and you're like, I'm gonna need you to sign here, 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 and here. I'm going to get you to request what you like and what you don't like. Tick, 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 tick. And then if you sign this, these other 2 pages for when we finished, so that when you finished, you can say, I consented the whole way through, this, that, and the other, and then you can give your signature.
I mean, that's a very diligent plan.
Yeah, but do you want to do that?
Since we be talking about Denzel Washington and Gonzo Harris, you know, you want to go to jail, you want to go home. It's like being in the club, innit? And then like you're drinking and you're about to lean in to kiss a guy and you're like, oh, wait, ID please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I would really like to kiss you right now. Do I have your consent?
Yeah, it's mad.
And so, and it's...
Do you reckon we'll ever move to an era like that?
I don't know. I always think that there's always been tension between men and women anyway. I just think that things like Twitter have exacerbated it. Yeah, and people playing culture wars have exacerbated it as well. And it's destroying the connection between men and women, and that banter and that friction that's supposed to make you make your lives not boring.
Yeah.
Is becoming a wider chasm where men can't stand women but want to have families with women, and women don't see the benefit in being with men but want to have a family. So yeah, the Tates have strenuously denied these allegations, but what do you think? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button on the way out. And until the next time, grow from your drama and learn from your chaos. My name is Sammy.
My name is Don.
We'll see you soon.
Boom.